Good day, everyone. So today we'll be going around the Faculty of Law OOU asking different law students about cybercrime. Follow me, let's go. Student sister.
Good afternoon.
Please, what's your name?
Adeomi Enilelubo.
Okay, Adeomi, we're asking law students about cybercrime.
Alright.
Please, can you define cybercrime for us?
Okay, before I define cybercrime, I would like you to know that cybercrime is also known as computer crime, and it can be defined as the use of a computer as an instrument to further illegal acts such as committing fraud, stealing identities, violating privacy, trafficking in child pornography, and even intellectual property. And it is pertinent to know that new technologies create new criminal opportunities, but they create just a few new types of crime. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that definition. It was in-depth. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Henry.
Okay, Henry, we're asking different law students about cybercrime, and we'd like to know what are the features of cybercrime that you know.
Okay, the features of cybercrime. I think the first feature of cybercrime is that it's an attack on information against an individual, corporation, or a government, unlike physical crimes that are just an attack on the body. Okay, also another feature of cybercrime is that it occurs in the cyberspace. It has no territorial limitation. So cyberspace can occur anywhere. Then also the third feature of cybercrime is that just as physical criminals leave their footprints for them to be easily tracked, cyber criminals also, they always leave their digital footprints for them to be tracked adequately by the government or those who are willing to prosecute them.
Wow. Thank you so much for
You're welcome. It's my pleasure having to speak to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Usman.
Usman, thank you. We're asking different law students about cybercrime. I would like to know what is the purpose of cybercrime law in Nigeria?
As will be generally found out, all aspects of human endeavors are regulated by law, and the pollution of the cyberspace has consequently led to the enactment of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act of 2015. Specifically, the Act aims to regulate the cyberspace. It also detects and prevents cybercrimes. It prosecutes cybercrime offenders and imposes the appropriate punishment on them. In its broadest sense, the Act contains everything that needs to be known about the offense of cybercrime. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Ikmat.
Okay, Ikmat, we're asking different law students about cybercrime. Please, can you tell us what are the different types of cybercrime we have?
Okay, we have various types of cybercrimes. We have the identity theft, we have the internet theft, but the FBI already told us various types of internet fraud. We have the ransomware, we have the malware, we have the phishing or spoofing, and we have another type of cybercrime is child pornography. We have the hacking, we have the child pornography.
Okay, thank you so much for that information. Thank you for that knowledge. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please, what's your name?
My name is Obade Deborah.
Oh yeah, Deborah. We are asking different law students about cybercrime. So please, will you help us to provide few sections in the law of Nigeria that provide for cybercrime?
Okay, Section 6 of the Cybercrime Prevention and Prohibition Act 2015 talks about unlawful access to computer and is liable on conviction to a fine of 5 million naira or imprisonment of 5 years or both. And by virtue of Section 11 of the Cybercrime Prevention and Prohibition Act 2015, it talks about willful misdirection of messages, and anyone who is guilty of this shall be liable on conviction to a fine of 1 million naira or to a fine of 3 years or both. Yes. Right, that's what I have to say.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay, good afternoon, sir. What's your name, sir?
Good afternoon. My name is Emmanuel Adebamiru.
Okay, sir. We're asking questions on people about cybercrime.
Right.
As a law student, can you tell us a section in cybercrime or more?
All right. There is Section 13 of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act, which provides for computer-related forgery. This provides that anyone who uses the computer to gain data or falsify such information to present it as an authentic data, meanwhile it is not authentic, and will be liable to 3 years, at not more than 3 years, or a fine of 1 million. And there is also Section 15 that provides for stealing or theft of electronic devices, that states that anybody who steals an infrastructure, like a terminal of a public infrastructure, a financial institution, or anybody who steals an ATM machine will be liable for not more than 7 years or 10 million naira. And there is also Section 22, which provides for impersonation and identity theft. Anybody who steals use an identity of a person and use it to defraud or for dishonest means, will also be liable, but for a minimum of not less than 3 years imprisonment. And also, if the person even attempts in the further case to steal an ATM machine, the person will be liable for not more than a year or not more than 3 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, bro. How far?
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
We're asking people about questions on cybercrime. Please, can you tell us about different forms of cybercrime that are provided by the law?
Yeah, we have different forms of cybercrime, and we can see Section 25 of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act of 2015, which provides for cyber squatting, and also Section 26, which provides for the racist and xenophobia activities.
Oh, okay. So those section provides for those. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, sister.
Good afternoon.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Busola.
Okay, Busola, we're asking different law students about cybercrime.
Okay.
Can you please tell us the different forms of cybercrime provided for in law in Nigeria?
Okay, there is child pornography and there is cyber stalking. And child pornography is the distribution, possession, accessing of sexually explicit material of a minor through digital means. And Section 23 of the Cybercrime Prevention and Prohibition Act provide that anybody who produces or distributes child pornography will be liable for 10 years imprisonment or 20 million naira fine. And also anybody who procure or possess child pornography will be liable on conviction for 5 years imprisonment or 10 million naira fine. And also cyber stalking. Cyber stalking is a form of online harassment. Is the use of internet, digital communication or email to harass, stalk or threaten somebody. And Section 24 of the Cybercrime Prevention and Prohibition Act provides that anybody who committed these acts will be liable on conviction for 3 years imprisonment or 7 million naira fine or both.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please, what's your name?
My name is Adeyemi Miriam.
Okay, Miriam. We're asking different law students about cybercrime. And we'd like to know what section of the law of Nigeria do you know that provides for cybercrime?
Okay, according to Section 32 of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act of 2015, it states that any person who engages in computer phishing or any person who engages in spamming with the intent to disrupt the operation of a computer, or any person who deliberately engages in spreading of any virus and thereby causing damage to a critical information, be it public or private or financial institution's computer, shall be guilty of an offence and liable upon conviction to 3 years imprisonment or a fine of 1 million naira or both. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Oluwafunmilayo.
Funmilayo. We're asking different law students about cybercrime. I would like to know, what other section do you know that provides for cybercrime in Nigeria?
Okay, we have Section 37 of the Cybercrimes Act, which provides for the duties of every financial institution.
Okay.
It provides that every bank and financial institution must first identify their customers before carrying out any transaction or giving out any credit card, debit card, or ATM. It also provides that any bank that fails to verify the identity of their customer before carrying out those transactions, if found guilty, will be fined 5 million naira.
Wow.
Now, it also provides that any bank that debits their customers' accounts without permission must either refund the money within 72 hours or provide a reasonable ground for the debit. Now, any bank that fails to refund such money within 72 hours, if found guilty, shall be fined 5 million naira and must also refund the money.
Wow. Thank you so much. That's intended. Thank you so much. Adewumi, I meet you again.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, we're still asking a question on cybercrime. I want to know, do you have any case on cybercrime that you can tell us about?
Okay, all right. I have cases on cybercrime. The cases on cybercrime include Raymond Julius versus FRN and also Justina versus FRN. So I'm going to be talking about Raymond Julius versus FRN. In the case of Raymond Julius versus Federal Republic of Nigeria, the appellant was convicted on a 7-count charge of cybercrime. However, in the Supreme Court, he was convicted on just the 3rd count charge and he was discharged and acquitted on all other charges on the basis of the fact that the prosecution could not provide adequate evidence.
Oh, wow, thank you. You all heard it. That's the case. Thank you very much. Oh my God, I learned so much today during this interview and I'm sure you guys learned so much. So please like, subscribe and please comment if you learned a lot. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.